Hey, what's up everyone? This is Tim. I'm going to do a quick review on the Krank Distortus Maximus. You might notice I'm running through another pedal here, this Dual Resistafier. I'm not going to kick it on for this demonstration, but one thing you want to note is this actually has a cabinet simulator built into it, which was done by a company called R3FX. It's just basically a guy working out of his basement, I think, in Ohio, that custom makes these things for people. I found him online and had him build this. The pedal is great, the distortion on it's great. I just really like the crank, but the cabinet simulator really does a good job of simulating like a 412 cabinet. Right now I'm playing through just a custom 112 amp right now. No bells and whistles, it's solid state, no tubes. And I'll give you a little example of what it sounds like. Here's the clean tone. So that's clean tone. I bought the crank because it's a crank. I bought it for the distortion, man. I wanted that high gain distortion. You'll notice my gain is set a little above 12 o'clock. My EQ is pretty close to at noon on everything, maybe a little extra bass. Drop the mids a little bit to give it that mid scoop. And then, treble, you kind of just do it to taste. Let me let you hear what it sounds like at this setting. A lot of people buy these and they sound great for low gain on a Fender or something like that as well. But it's crank, dude. You buy it for the distortion, so turn it up, crank it up, and let it eat, man. So here's what it sounds like a little past noon. There it is, about a little past noon on the gain. Pretty crunchy. Let's turn it all the way up. Bring the bass down a little bit probably. Maybe bring the treble and the mid just a little bit up. Lots of crunch, man. Sounds killer. But you know what? This thing can actually go on a low gain setting as well and sound pretty killer. You want to crank that bass up. Probably bring that mid and treble down a little bit like we had it. And let's see what that sounds like. So not too bad. Like I said, I bought it for the crank, so I prefer it around there. Drop the bass back a little. So hopefully that helps you guys. I really would recommend getting this pedal right here. This is the Dual Resistafier. You know what, I'm going to do a quick demo of it too, man, just because I like it so much. The cool thing is it's got this cabinet simulator, and you'll notice right now my gain is about a little under midway. But it's also got this cabinet simulator, so you'll notice, watch this, you can switch like a blended mode, a scoop mode, and like a classic mode. So right now I'm in the scooped, like for that Mesa Boogie tone, but if I split this switch, kind of gives you that classic tone. If I go all the way over to the other side, it kind of blends the two. So pretty cool. I like this setting. Again, I kind of use this one for a low gain, and I use this for my high gain. They both sound great. But you can back this off and get that classic, you know, classic tone. Let me let you hear it with the gain cranked. And, you know, I'm probably going to have to drop that bass back a little bit. You can play around with the settings or whatever. I kind of prefer just to use it around there. Nice little classic rock tone. And you can always drop it back a little bit, and if you need, if you're playing live and maybe you're playing some, I don't know, Black Crows or you know, so I'm in drop D right now. Sorry, I went out of tune a little bit. Anyway, but you could do some classic stuff, you know, like drop it way back and that nice classic rock. And if you want to go, throw the overdrive pedal on the chain. Anyway, probably more of a review than you wanted, but I'd recommend both of these pedals. This one's a little pricey, I think, for the cab sim and the Dual Resistafier. I think I paid like $120 or something like that. But you can just get the cabinet simulator, which is a smaller pedal, and get the crank for, you can pick them up used for like $70 to $100. And you can actually buy a little amp like this and sound pretty killer, man. So hopefully this review helps somebody decide to pick one of these up or not. Anyway, peace out and keep rocking.